These poor people lost their lives only a few hours ago. They could not survive this mutilation.
And they were steered. They were cut up like pieces of meat. May the volcano engulf those who did this.
This note carefully describes the sequence of the experiments. There are even sketches. I don't have the key. Asili has locked himself in his office.
The door is too thick. We must find a key.
Who are you? You have no right to be here.
I have come to free your prisoners and put...
I'm Dr. Asili here. He lost his mind along...
Arrest you. Then I expect you will be sentenced.
No, please. We tried to stop him.
You could have reported it to the...
He threatened to destroy our lives. We could not...
What will you do once you're free?
We will try to redeem ourselves. That's where we worked before joining...
If your conscience allows you to resume your activities as if...
I'm eternally grateful.
grass be forever soft under you.
I must release the other prisoners.
Thank you.
Just a little more patient. Now that they are free, we must help the prisoners escape this place.
They can't leave through the city. The guards will stop them, or worse.
So we have to find another way to get them out. Locked. Locked.
Here!
Who are you, and under what right do you enter here?
I am the legate of the merchant congregation, and I'm...
My crimes? What are you talking? Don't tell me you're crying over some savages.
What did you hope to find
Since the Malachor never reached this island, I wanted to check, and I discovered that they were naturally resistant. Do you realize? So I tried to isolate this resistance to develop a cure, but I doubt that you will be able to...
This man is a cold-blooded reptile.
You are a very beautiful specimen.
We learned everything we wanted to know. This lab will...
You think so?
To my help! And death to the others!
Stop! Think of my knowledge, all that I have accomplished.
You will answer for your crime.
But I'll be out soon. My colleagues will...
We shall see about that. I can't believe it. Constantine's Malachor was caused by Asili. The potion we were made to drink when we landed on the island was contaminated. How dare he do such a thing? And why?
I'm sorry, Greenblood. I never thought someone would try to kill him that way.
It's perfect. We just have to clear the way. The mechanism doesn't work. I need to take a closer look. Let's go. I found a way out of the city, but be careful. There you are. You're free.
You have saved our lives. We will never forget what...
Yes.
We're not very far from the Hikmet outpost.
I know how to reach the port without...
Perfect. As for you, you should take refuge, but you should avoid the Alliance.
We'll get there.
Your Excellency,
Lord de Sade, and to what do I owe?
I've been to Asili's laboratory, and what I discovered was hundreds of poor souls tortured. There were so many dead that a pit had been dug.
How horrifying.
The natives were not the only victims of these crimes. There are
Nauts? Pardon me. And have you brought Dr. Asili to me so he may answer these
Yes, we captured him.
Really? Very well. What was done with the prisoners?
They were freed.
What a relief. Finally some good.
By allowing me to take part in the trial proceedings. And I fear that the accused will find a great many defenders amongst his...
It is a rather novel request, but let us remember that the madness of a man should not cast a shadow. His research is perhaps our only... Would you like to speak with me about any other subjects?
I have returned in the hope that you might have changed your mind.
And you have done well to hope so. I shall give you the support of my men for the attack on this...
Thank you, Excellency. I have to go. Look forward to seeing you again.
Farewell, my lord.
Greetings.
Hello. To whom?
De Sade.
Oh, it is you who arrested...
Exactly.
Excellent. We will have lots to do if we want the doctor. The accused has a lot of support.
We'll have no problem gathering witnesses. His laboratory cells were full of them.
We will call them to the witness box, of course. But be aware that if the victims are natives, their word...
There were also some Nauts. Perhaps I could convince...
Their testimony will be crucial. That plus any material evidence...
I picked up a strange powder in the laboratory.
You should show it to an alchemist.
These documents describe Dr. Asili's work, as well as the horrible...
Perfect. I will read them in detail. We will...
I have found a letter proving that Dr. Asili voluntarily transmitted the Malachor to... I would like to add that I, too, was a victim of this...
Did the accused try to take the life of the governor of New Serene?
Indeed. He saw my cousin and me as the ideal and no humanitarian or diplomatic...
This letter alone is crucial proof.
Do we have any chance of winning?
Yes, I am rather confident. But if we had witnesses, we would have an even bigger chance.
I will return to you soon. The Nauts should be at the port, and the islanders had to take refuge in Vikshadir. As for the scientists, they said they would go back to the governor's laboratory. I should give this powder to someone who can tell me what it is. Hello. I see that you...
Indeed. We were not bothered, but I don't think you're here to ask about me.
I discovered this strange powder in one of the...
I did see the doctor using it once or twice, but I can study it for you if you want.
So? What is it?
It is a quintessence of black blood. Probably created using the blood of numerous patients. The doctor managed to harness a single pinch ingested by... with the quantities that you brought me. Here. These are my notes. I wrote down all the...
Thank you. I will relate. What do the other scholars think of Dr. Asili now that his act...
Most still admire him greatly. They didn't witness what was happening in the lab, and for them, the main problem... Until they understand the horrors that happened there...
I must leave you.
Dr. Honor, what do you want?
What do you think of Dr. Asili now that you've learned how he conducted...
Well, obviously the but he remains the greatest scientist that it seems quite unfair to me to...
If I understand correctly, you will...
Naturally. I don't deny that he made it, and he was probably acting on behalf of our helpless...
What is your role and what is your reason?
I'm in charge of the governor's... Above all, we searched for a way to...
Searched?
Now that we have access to my colleague Asili's work...
So the crimes he committed while conducting his work do not concern...
He will be judged for that. But it would be a shame...
Would you agree to speak at the trial? Your influence could be crucial.
Oh, but I already intended to give a statement.
So are you ready to defend a man who used to torture and...
Indeed. Because I think the entire... It is obvious that he should not have used... But Asili has never been very political. I doubt he...
So you're saying the only problem in this case is political?
Essentially, yes. The war he nearly caused could have been expensive for our... But let's not fool ourselves. No tears will...
Thank you. I must leave.
You're back.
I spoke to Dr. Honor. He still has too much admiration.
I'm not surprised. Doc, it's impossible for him to admit that his master committed crime.
Do you think you could change his mind?
I don't know. But I will try, because that's what will happen if Dr. Honor doesn't take notice of the horror...
What is your purpose?
He's the one...
I do hope that...
Of course not.
What about your other colleagues?
They felt guilty. They stopped...
Are you prepared to testify against...
Yes. I kept silent. I know what we did was wrong, and I...
Thank you. Your story could change the outcome. I must leave you. What she saw working alongside Asili obviously upset her. She will make an excellent witness.
Sade, I'd like to discuss...
I'm listening.
My colleagues are only interested in the physiology of... However, if we want to understand how they are the potions they...
Why not talk about it with Siora?
Siora is very suspicious of me. But I was told about a place of ritual. By studying them, I hope to better understand what is... But they call it a dangerous place, and I cannot go alone.
Sorry, I'm already...
I understand. But think of anything else.
I would like you to tell me about Asili.
I was expecting you to come and see me.
Were you aware of Dr. Asili's experiment?
In part, yes.
Why not say anything?
Because I never thought he would go so far. I found his approach brutal. As if by meeting them, he spoke of them as test subjects. But there was a time when he was the greatest doctor...
You do know that you were captured thanks to...
Yes, but I thought the natives wanted to trade... I was blind.
Were you
Why? Because I never thought... But there...
You do know that...
Yes, I was...
Do you think, as your master does?
Well, I never imagined it would have led... But if we want to live in a better world, free from the Malak...
In your opinion, were the horrors practiced in this...
No, even if he was convinced of it. He wanted results quickly, to the point of neglecting... Well, like many of us, he was affected by... And the urgency of finding a cure, it's horrible, and I regret all the suffering.
Would you be willing to testify again?
No, Desade. I'm sorry, but I don't think I can take responsibility for his death if he's convicted.
I understand.
Anything else?
Do you often hold strangers at gunpoint?
Only when I'm being tracked.
Only when they're attractive. Your charm...
Really? And anything else?
I must leave you. Is everything all right?
Once again, thanks to you.
They certainly wanted to prevent you from testing.
The doctor will be judged.
Indeed.
Don't worry. From now on, and I intend to witness the execution of our...
Thank you. Doctor, your colleague...
Indeed. I could not have imagined what had happened in this. I didn't think that Asili was capable of using such. I will testify in this trial.
Thank you. I must leave you. Dr. Onur is an influential scholar. His testimony would convince the judges.
Hey! You are the Anolminawi who freed us. They told me what you did for them. I was able to give them. Some wounds will take time to heal, but they are...
I'm happy to see that they're better.
But you didn't come here for that, did you?
No. I came to ask for your help. The doctor has a lot of support among his people. If we don't have testimony from some of his victims...
You'll have our words. We'll go to the...
And the mad lion will...
May the earth engulf him. You can
Thank you, Tiana. I blame myself for forcing these poor people back to the city where they have suffered so much.
My people are strong and proud. They will not be afraid to speak in front of your judges for justice.
I believe our investigation is coming to an end. Let's find the prosecutor.
You have returned.
An alchemist studied the powder that we found in the laboratory. Apparently, it's some kind of concentrate. It seems that less than a pinch of this... There's enough here to make a small town safe.
A terrifying thought. You have gathered overwhelming evidence that I think we can go to trial with...
A Naut victim of Dr. Asili agreed to...
Excellent.
The island...
Indeed.
I managed to convince the...
Excellent.
I even got a testimony from one of...
Perfect. That...
Afra unfortunately refuses to testify. She fears she will be responsible for the...
A shame, but it is her choice.
Will the trial begin soon?
It seems to be the right... I think we have every chance...
Where will the trial be held?
At the palace. I regret... However, I'm sure the...
Madame, congratulations. The trial was exemplary. Asili's madness was exposed to the entire world.
Thank you, Excellency. But all the evidence he supplied...
It was necessary that you hear the victims, in order to understand the extremity...
Come now. One cannot conclude that science was guilty here.
Not science, but the savants were. It is no knowledge justifies...
Your words are wise.
You have not always shown yourself a man of impeccable...
We are all, from time to time, victim of our own. But this trial has shaken my usual...
Afra, are you certain that you want to attend this?
I do not want to attend. I must.
Dr. Asili, you have been found guilty of all accusations brought against you. In consequence, the Bridge Alliance Tribunal condemns you to death. Do you have any final words?
You treat me like a monster. But how many times have you stayed your own hand? So close to the goal to finally find a remedy, you would have done as I. What do a few lives mean when the future of all humanity hangs in the balance? You are nothing more than idiots, incompetents, and you, Baron, are the greatest hypocrite of all. You know that I am right.
Executioner, earn your pay.
You know that I am right.
Desade, I would like to go to Kurganau, the place of ritual, to study the carving, but they call it a dangerous place and I cannot...
Very well. Understanding these transfer...
Thank you, Desade. I knew I could count on you.
Sir de Corsilion,
Desade, my young...
the mission you entrusted me with has made great progress.
Very well. Oh, this is remarkable. Thanks to you, our merchants and the prince will surely be... Can your old professor still prove himself useful?
I found some notes which were lost by Professor Serafedin. His expert...
Investigating such gigantic creatures.
Indeed.
Oh, poor man. I will make sure I share the work. This research is fascinating. It must... But some sheets are missing. Keep an eye out for them. Can your old professor still...
Looking forward to seeing you... You were lucky.
Yes. Blessed be the earth that has brought you.
Oi! You won.
Oh no!
These creatures are venomous.
And we are too far from the village to seek.
I know a potion that will erase the effect.
I have a vial of it in my bag.
Thank you. Truly the
Here, drink this.
Don't worry. It'll...
Marian, what do you feel? She is saved. May the trees always bear fruits on your journey. You have saved.
It was nothing.
You are different from other Renaigse.
We came to study this place.
This is one of our places of ritual. A place of...
I seek to understand the mechanism.
You seek the secrets of the Donegal.
Yes. His name is Dunkas. He is also our Doneg.
Here is someone who should be able to answer all your questions.
Let us go, then. We will...
I have so many questions about this place. About the rich...
These Renaigses.
What happened?
We were meditating at the sacred circle. Norian was poisoned.
Really? We are not yet. You should go and meditate now. Oi.
They are different from the others.
Oi, hear your gratitude, Morian. Here you are again, Renaigse. Thank you for saving Morian.
Please. We couldn't let her die without...
This feeling brings you honor.
It was me who led my friends there. I was hoping to study the...
Lions always want us. They covet our secrets to better steal our land.
Calm now. Perhaps maybe we were wrong.
I'm not trying to conquer your island, let alone hurt anyone.
A noble quest that could perhaps bring... I cannot reveal such secrets, but in order to thank you for saving... Eat and celebrate life.
We accept your invitation. Isn't that right?
Of course.
What brings you here, Onomana?
I must leave.
Qua awalum say.
I'm sorry. You look disappointed.
I did not expect your Denegad to reveal all, but I would have loved to learn more.
Perhaps you should be patient. And since you are staying with us tonight...
That's what I hope.
Thank you for welcoming us tonight. We had a good time.
Yes.
We are glad that you stayed with us.
Your face brims with joy.
It's nothing.
We should all rest. It has been a long day.
Good night.
May the moon watch over your dreams.
Is something wrong?
Dunkas wasn't here tonight, yet he's the one who invited us to stay. I also saw one of the elders sneaking out of the village.
You think they're hiding something?
I don't know. But since they don't want to share their knowledge with us, let's try to follow them.
I hope you know what you're doing. We shouldn't get...
If we remain unseen, everything will be fine. Here they are. Let's try not to be detected. Why don't the creatures attack them?
I don't know. Are they guarding this place?
If they're trained to guard it, this must be a very important place.
To my help! And death!
hear something.
We found them. Let's be as discreet as possible. They are below.
Get down or we'll be seen.
Forgive us. We did not intend to interrupt you.
Why are you here?
We're sorry. We didn't mean to interrupt your conversation.
We need answers, so we followed your elders.
Well, since you absolutely want to learn, do as the apprentices do. Take a seat and be quiet. We are here to meditate, to hear the voice of the earth.
Close doors. You were right. Johan is ready. Morian's trial has made her more sensitive.
She is his Minundanem, and he is her. She will have to bring him to the cave of knowledge.
May their path be gentle.
And the day the call is loud enough, you will respond. But it's not yet time for you to... So, Afra, are you satisfied with what you saw?
It was informative, although it's not what I... This meeting was strange. It almost seemed like they really heard...
Maybe it's true.
Some believe so strongly that they end up hearing or seeing...
Have you learned what you wanted?
What they said about these young people we helped out. About the... We have a unique opportunity.
But we can't follow them wherever they go.
No, of course not. I must... Sade, I'm happy to see you. Can I do anything for you?
What did you think about that moment next to the campfire with the elders?
It was strange, and a bit frustrating, to be honest.
I was touched by the way the elders talked about those young people.
It's true. It seemed as if they thought that in my culture it is the other way around. We are told that romantic
And? Taking into...
I still have a lot to learn. Perhaps those elders are right. Perhaps some bonds. Anything else?
Did you have any fellow students?
Of course. We were but a small group. It was more of a competition.
I wondered if you didn't feel...
Do you mean intimate relationships? I had a few here and there. Body and mind have different needs. Anything else?
I must leave you.
Sade, I'm happy to see you. Can I do anything for you?
I must leave you.
Sade, I'm happy to see you. Can I do anything for you?
I must leave you.
Desarde, I've always thought I cannot. Could you go there and bring the...
Of course. But you will have to come with me to the port and tell me a little...
Right. Also, despite my desire to know my origins...
Don't worry. We'll be...
Here we are. We have a good view from here. The harbour office is well guarded, both outside and inside. Getting through the main...
There must be a blind spot. There's always one.
You could dress as a knot and go through the back door, but someone may recognize you inside.
I'll need to be much more discreet. A potion could help me.
That is an option, yes, but since I'd rather avoid hurting any knots, I made some inquiries. The harbour office has an arrangement with Dieter from the brothel. Girls come every night with...
I see. You want us to spike the wine so that they sleep during...
It's a proven technique. And I can assure you that...
I already have a sleeping potion on me. Right, let's go see this Dieter at the brothel.
Yes, why? You looking to have a good time?
It seems like you're sending girls and wine to the...
So, there's no...
No, and I'm not here...
Listen, Dieter, we just wanted to add a secret ingredient to...
What? Are you joking?
We were thinking more of sleeping.
Listen, I have nothing against a little prank.
I did not think for a moment to request this service without offering you...
Ah, now you're speaking my language.
So then,
Yes, that's fine. Tonight, your friends. Now, give me the sleeping post.
Thanks to Dieter, you should be able to slip into the Harbour Master's office after dark. But you should still dress as one of us, just to make sure you avoid confrontation.
Good idea. I'll see to it.
Want armour that fits you like... Oh, it's a great pleasure. The best forge in tier for a day. Blades, armour, locks, custom pieces made to order. Oh, it's you on all the knowing. Come and see.
Come closer, good people. Liqueur and wine from the continent. Tier for D alcohol.
Yo, fuck. Welcome. It's such a... Have you seen it? Thank you for your visit. See you soon. Welcome. It's such a... Have you seen any... you for your visit. See you soon. Sworn through. Welcome. It's such a... Have you seen anything? Thank you for your visit. See you soon.
Dieter's girls will arrive later tonight. In your usual clothes, you'll not go unnoticed at the port. But it's up to you.
We will wait for Dieter's girls to do their work as planned.
Very well. It's definitely...
Dieter's daughter is gone. Your guard should get a good night.
You should go. I'll wait here as planned.
Don't worry.
Good luck, Dishardy.
I was able to recover your file, Vasco. And?
Wonderful. You did so. Let's see. So I was right. My real name is Leandra.
Yes.
I must to think that I spent my childhood polishing ship.
I'm sorry for you, Vasco, but growing up in nobility is not...
Really? Well, whatever.
Leandra Darcy. I remember coming across a Darcy at my uncle's court.
My brother?
It was a long time ago. We were children.
A brother? I wonder if we are... Thank you for sharing this and for telling me. You gave me back my identity.
Desade, I'm happy. I can't wait. I could probably go alone, but just think about what you... Don't you want to understand where you're...
You're right, Afra. I will accompany you.
Thank you, Desade. Let's return to Duncas's village. Our new friends will surely be able to tell...